CEO Alex Reed never expected his entire life to collapse on a rainy night outside his own building. A soaked nanny stood trembling near his car, holding a baby who looked exactly like him. Same eyes, same face, same quiet frown. The billionaire CEO stopped cold. Everyone froze as the nanny begged the guards not to take the child from her. Alex stepped closer, shaken in a way he had never felt before. The baby reached for him, almost instinctively. The moment was emotional, shocking and powerful, far too real to ignore. And before Alex could speak, the nanny whispered something that changed everything. Alex Reed lived in a world built on order, wealth, and silence. As a billionaire CEO, every part of his life ran on schedule. Cars waiting, meetings lined up, meals prepared. His penthouse sat high above the city, all glass walls and quiet nights. But even with all the luxury around him, the place always felt strangely empty, like a mansion waiting for a voice that never came. Early that morning, Alex tried to focus on work. His team spoke about profits and new contracts, but his thoughts drifted back to the soaked nanny from the night before and the baby who carried his face. For the first time in years, he hadn't slept well. Something inside him felt unsettled, almost afraid. Across the city, Emma Collins, the nanny from the night before, started her morning in a small, worn-down apartment. It was clean but old. The floor creaked. The heater rattled. Yet she moved through it with care. She warmed a bottle for Noah, the baby in her arms, who was now smiling up at her with sleepy eyes. Emma worked 2 jobs. She had no savings. She lived in a neighborhood where sirens came and went through the night. But she carried herself with strength. Anyone who saw her knew she had survived more than she ever spoke about. Noah clung to her as if she were the entire world, and in many ways, she was. She brushed his soft hair and whispered, "I won't let anyone take you, not again." The again hung heavy in the air. Meanwhile, Alex tried to push away the rumor storm that had started online. Articles and whispers suggested that the child outside his building could be his. Board members began calling him, worried about public image. Reporters waited near the gates, hungry for answers. The world was talking, but Alex kept quiet, because even he didn't know what to think. Why did the baby look like him? Why had the nanny appeared at his door? Why had her eyes, full of exhaustion and fear, felt familiar to him? Alex rarely cared about strangers, but something about Emma and Noah kept pulling him in. It bothered him. It confused him. It made him feel something he hadn't felt in a long time. Responsibility mixed with worry. Later that afternoon, Alex asked Marcus Bell, his trusted security guard, for a private word. Marcus had worked for him for years, a man with a strong back and a quiet heart. "Find her," Alex said. "Not to scare her, just, I need answers." Marcus nodded. He had seen Alex angry, calm, frustrated, but this was different. Alex looked almost human, almost vulnerable. While Marcus searched, Emma packed a small bag. She kept glancing at the door, breathing fast. Someone had frightened her enough to move again. Noah sensed the tension and clung to her shirt. Emma rocked him gently, but her hands trembled. Far away, Alex stood at his office window, staring down at the city, unaware that Emma was already preparing to disappear again. What neither of them knew was that someone else had started looking for Emma too, someone who had reasons far more dangerous than Alex's curiosity. And before the day ended, their paths would cross in a way none of them were ready for. Marcus Bell found Emma faster than Alex expected. She had moved 3 neighborhoods away, staying in a friend's tiny sublet. The place was small, barely furnished, but she kept it spotless. When Marcus knocked softly, she didn't answer at first. Only when Noah cried did she open the door an inch. "Mr. Reed isn't here," Marcus said gently. "He just wants to talk. No threats, no police, just talk." Emma hesitated, her grip tightening around Noah. Something in Marcus's steady, kind expression convinced her to listen. She agreed to meet Alex, but only in public, where she felt safe. By sunset, Emma sat on a quiet park bench, Noah bundled in her arms. Leaves blew around their feet. She tapped her fingers nervously while watching families walk by. Simple scenes of parents and children, the life she wished she could promise Noah. Alex approached slowly. For the first time in years, he didn't know the right words to say. He wasn't giving orders. He wasn't negotiating. He was simply a man walking toward a child who looked just like. Emma lifted her chin defensively. "You followed me," she said. "I had to." Alex swallowed. "I need answers." Noah looked up at Alex with big, bright eyes. Then he laughed, an unmistakable, soft chuckle that Alex had heard from his own throat many times. The sound rattled Alex so deeply that he stepped back. The CEO panicked. It wasn't fear of scandal. It wasn't fear of headlines. It was fear of truth. Noah reached toward him, tiny fingers opening and closing. Emma instinctively pulled the baby closer, though her eyes softened at the sight. Alex carefully sat beside her on the bench, leaving space. "I'm not here to accuse you," he said quietly. "I'm not here to take him from you. I just need to understand." Emma's shoulders trembled. Understanding is dangerous. Alex noticed the bruises faint on her wrist, the exhaustion beneath her eyes. She wasn't hiding a scam. She was protecting something precious. He breathed slowly. "Tell me who he is." She looked down at Noah. "He's the only child I've ever raised who wasn't thrown away." Alex blinked. "Thrown away?" Emma's voice cracked. "I've worked as a nanny for years, always temporary homes. Families gave up on their kids when it got too hard. I never could." It was the first hint of her backstory, one built on heartbreak and hard lessons, but she wasn't ready to reveal more. Not yet. Alex tried again. "Then why does he look like me?" Emma shook her head. "Because life isn't fair." The cryptic answer stung. He heard pain in her tone, the kind that didn't come from lying, but from living too long with fear. Before he could ask more, a teenage girl approached the bench, holding a phone. "Is that the baby everyone's talking about?" she asked loudly. "The one who looks like the billionaire guy?" Emma stiffened, panic flashing in her eyes. Alex rose immediately. "Leave us," he said sharply, not in anger, but in protectiveness. The girl backed away, whispering into her phone. Emma stood quickly. "We shouldn't be here. People are watching." Alex nodded. "Then come with me somewhere safer." "I can't trust you," she whispered. "You're already in danger," Alex replied. "Let me help." For a moment, Emma looked as if she wanted to believe him. Noah reached for Alex again, small face glowing with an innocent trust neither adult could understand. Then, from across the park, a black SUV slowed near the sidewalk. Emma froze. Alex noticed her entire body tense, shoulders up, breath gone, grip tightening around Noah until he whimpered. There was terror in her eyes, not confusion. Terror that came from recognizing something or someone. "Emma," Alex said slowly, "who is that?" She didn't answer. She didn't blink. She just stared at the SUV as it rolled to a stop under the street lamp. A tall figure stepped out, not running, not hiding, looking straight at them. Alex took a step forward. Emma took a step back. Noah began to cry, and that's when Emma whispered, voice shaking, "We have to run now." Emma didn't wait for Alex to respond. She lifted Noah, clutching him against her chest, and hurried toward the far side of the park. Alex followed, not out of force, but instinct. Something about the way Emma ran told him the danger was real. "Emma," he called, catching up. "Who is he?" She didn't look back. "Someone who thinks Noah belongs to him." The words struck Alex like cold water. He grabbed her arm, not to stop her, but to steady her. Her pulse raced beneath his fingers. "Why would he think that?" Alex asked. Emma pulled away, shaking. "Because he paid the hospital bills when Noah was born, and now he wants the child as payment." Alex's jaw tightened. "That's not guardianship, that's ownership." Emma nodded, breath unsteady. "I took Noah and ran before he could claim him. I couldn't let that man raise him." Alex processed this quickly. "This is why you move so often?" "Yes, and he always finds me." A sharp voice cut through the park. "Emma, you can't hide forever." The tall man from the SUV stood near the bench they'd left behind, scanning the area. His posture was controlled, threatening in its calmness. He walked with the confidence of someone who believed everything belonged to him. Emma flinched at the sound of his voice. Alex had seen fear before. Fear in markets. Fear in boardrooms. Fear in deals gone wrong. But he had never seen someone look so terrified of a single man. Alex stepped in front of her. "Stay behind me." Emma trembled. Noah whimpered, burying his face into her shoulder. Alex pulled out his phone and called Marcus. "I need you here, now. Bring backup." Marcus didn't ask questions. "On my way." They ducked behind a row of trees. Emma pressed her back against the bark, breathing fast. "He's getting closer," she whispered. Alex felt anger rise. Steady, controlled, powerful. For once, it wasn't about protecting his reputation or company. It was about protecting a child. Protecting Emma. Protecting something he didn't yet understand, but refused to lose. "He won't touch you," Alex said firmly. "But you don't know him," Emma responded. "He's dangerous. People disappear around him. That's why I never wanted the world to notice Noah." Alex looked at her, confusion deepening. "Then why me? Why come near my building? Why risk exposure?" Emma's eyes filled with anguish. "Because the hospital paperwork from the night Noah was born has your name on it." Alex froze. "My name?" Emma nodded. "I don't know why. I don't know how. I just know the man saw it too, and now he thinks Noah is valuable." Alex's world tilted. "Why would my name be there?" Emma opened her mouth to answer, but then heavy footsteps approached. The tall man was close. Emma held Noah tighter, whispering, "Please, don't let him take us." Alex positioned himself in front of her once again, shoulders squared. The man's voice echoed through the trees. "Come out, Emma. You know you can't outrun the truth." Alex's phone buzzed. Marcus was seconds away. But the man was even closer. A branch snapped loudly as he stepped into view. Emma gasped. Alex's fists clenched. And when the man finally emerged from the shadows, he spoke 3 chilling words that stopped both of them cold. "I know everything, Alex." Alex didn't move. The words hit him like a blow, freezing something deep inside him. The tall man stepped closer, confidence dripping from every movement, as if he had been waiting for this moment. Emma backed up until her shoulders hit the tree trunk. Noah whimpered in her arms, sensing the fear. "What do you mean you know everything?" Alex asked, voice steady but low. The man smirked. "Your name wasn't on those hospital documents by accident. You think a billionaire CEO walks through life without leaving shadows behind?" Alex narrowed his eyes. "Explain." "Gladly," the man replied. "You funded that hospital years ago. Your signature was attached to every ward, including the nursery. Including the night Emma found that abandoned infant she calls Noah." Emma stiffened. He wasn't abandoned. He was left there because someone threatened his mother. The man shrugged. Details. The point is, your name gave that child value, and anything valuable eventually belongs to me. Alex stepped forward. You won't touch him. The man laughed. You think your money scares me? You think your company protects you? I deal with people who make CEOs disappear. Emma trembled. Noah started crying harder. Alex clenched his jaw. If you think you can threaten me, you're wrong. But threatening a child makes you a fool. The man tilted his head. You still don't get it, do you? I'm not here for a fight. I'm here to collect what I'm owed. Emma's voice broke. He's not yours. He was never yours. Oh, Emma, he said softly, everything you have is because of me, and everything can be taken back. Alex felt a heat rising in his chest, a fierce, protective anger he never expected to feel. Not for someone he barely knew, but for someone who felt strangely like family. Walk away, Alex warned. Now. The man's smile sharpened. Or what? You'll call security? Call your board? They're already leaking stories about you. They think this child is your downfall. Alex froze. What? Oh yes, the man said. Someone close to you has been feeding me information. You're surrounded, Alex. You just don't know who's stabbing you yet. Emma's breath caught. Who would? Before she could finish, the man pointed toward the road. A second car pulled up. Alex recognized it instantly. His stomach dropped. It was Claire's. The door opened slowly, and she stepped out with a look that made Alex's entire world tilt. Claire walked toward them with a steady, unreadable expression. The tall man stepped aside, almost respectfully, as if her presence confirmed everything he'd claimed. Alex felt the ground shift beneath him. Claire, Alex said, disbelief tightening his throat. Tell me you're not involved with him. She didn't answer immediately. Her eyes went to Noah first, then to Emma, tired, shaking, holding the child like a shield. Claire sighed, a sound full of regret. I tried to warn you, she said softly. The board is panicking. Investors are panicking. They think this situation will destroy everything you built. Alex stared hard. So you partnered with him? I didn't partner, she replied. I made a mistake. I told him where Emma was. I thought he just wanted to settle things. I didn't know he wanted the child. Emma's voice broke. You told him? You led him to us? Claire closed her eyes. I didn't understand the danger, I swear. The tall man smiled. She understood enough. Alex stepped in front of Emma, jaw locked. Whatever deal you thought you had, it ends now. Claire took a shaky step forward. Alex, listen to me. The board is planning to push you out. They say you're unstable, distracted. They want to replace you before things get worse. That's your excuse? Alex snapped. Putting a child in danger? Claire's voice wavered. I didn't expect him to escalate. I didn't expect any of this. The tall man chuckled. Poor Claire, still pretending she didn't know who she was dealing with. Claire's face drained of color. Emma held Noah tighter. Why us? Why Noah? The man's expression darkened. Because the child was born the same night a woman connected to Alex was admitted under a false name. She disappeared hours later. The boy was left behind. And when I discovered Alex Reed's name on the hospital forms, I realized what that baby was worth. Alex felt something crack open inside him. Old memories of a woman he once cared for, a broken past he'd never fully faced. A cold possibility hit him like lightning. What was the woman's name? He demanded. The man grinned. You already know. Alex's heart pounded. Claire looked away. Emma's breath stalled. The man continued. You think this is about the child. It's not. It's about legacy, about power. That boy's identity could ruin empires or create them. Alex took a step closer, fury radiating off him. You won't use him for anything. Oh, Alex, the man whispered, I don't need your consent. Before anyone could react, he reached into his coat, not for a weapon, but for a folded piece of paper. He tossed it at Alex's feet. A birth record, with a blank space for father, and a single handwritten note beside it. You were never supposed to find him. Emma gasped. Claire covered her mouth. Alex picked up the paper with trembling hands. And in that moment, he understood. Someone had hidden the truth about Noah from him long before tonight. The question was who? Alex stood there, clutching the birth record, the paper shaking slightly in his hands. The cold night air pressed around them, but the truth in front of him burned hotter than any threat the tall man could ever make. He finally saw what had been kept from him. Someone had erased his place in Noah's life long before either he or Emma knew what was happening. Marcus arrived with 2 additional guards. The tall man stiffened when he saw them, still confident, but not as bold. Alex didn't shout. He didn't break down. Instead, he stepped forward with a calmness that made Emma hold her breath. You're finished, Alex said. You won't go near Emma or Noah again. Not tonight. Not ever. The tall man smirked, but the presence of guards tightened his confidence. He backed away slowly, muttering something about unfinished business before slipping into his SUV and speeding off. Claire left moments after, unable to face Alex's disappointment, silently accepting the consequences of her choices. Once the park quieted, Marcus turned to Alex. What now? Alex looked at Emma, then at Noah. The baby reached toward him. No fear, just trust. Pure and undeserved, yet freely given. Now, Alex said softly, I take responsibility. Emma's lips trembled. You don't even know the whole truth yet. I know enough, he replied. And I want to know the rest, but not through fear, through trust. Emma's eyes glistened. She gently placed Noah in Alex's arms. For a moment, Alex just held the child, stunned by how naturally the little boy rested against him. Noah laid his head on Alex's shoulder and sighed. A small, peaceful sound that broke Alex open. I'm not letting anyone take you again, Alex whispered. ... Days later, Alex and Emma met with hospital staff, old workers, and the only nurse who remembered the chaotic night of Noah's birth. Piece by piece, the story came together. Noah's mother had fled danger and begged Emma, a young caregiver then, to protect her newborn. She disappeared before signing any documents. The tall man, tied to her troubled past, had tried to claim the baby for his own reasons. The blank father line had been left intentionally to hide Noah until it was safe. The final judgment from the authorities was clear. Noah would stay with Emma, the only mother he had ever known. And Alex, after proving his connection and commitment, was granted legal guardianship alongside her. It wasn't about titles anymore. It wasn't about power. It was about rebuilding a family that had nearly been torn apart. 1 year later, Alex's once silent penthouse felt different, warm, lived in. A small shelf in the corner held Noah's toys. Drawings covered a wall near the kitchen. Emma sat on the couch reading a book, while Noah toddled around the living room, wearing one of Alex's ties like a scarf. Marcus visited often. Claire, after months of distance and regret, sent a letter of apology that Emma tucked into a box of memories. On Noah's 2nd birthday, Alex lifted him into the air as the child laughed the same laugh that had shaken him the first night they met. Emma watched them with a soft smile. The fear that once controlled her life, replaced by something stronger: safety, belonging, and peace. A single photograph sat on the mantel. Alex, Emma and Noah sitting together in the park, taken on a calm day months after the chaos. The same place where everything almost fell apart and where everything quietly began again. As the evening settled, Alex whispered something he had never said to anyone before. "Family isn't given, it's chosen, and I choose you." Emma wiped a tear and placed her hand over his. In the quiet glow of the room, with Noah curled between them, their lives, once broken, lonely, and uncertain, finally felt whole. And the man who once believed wealth made him powerful learned the truth. Kindness made him stronger. Family made him complete.